So y'all, the Bible is just literally so good, right? I was reading my Bible the other day, and I was in Luke, and I was reading about Jesus being born. And whenever I was reading about it, and I was at the part like where, you know, they go to Bethlehem for the count, right? And it says that Joseph, they lived in Nazareth, but Joseph was a descendant of David. So when the king called for everybody to be counted, he went to the city of David, which is Bethlehem, for his family to be counted there for the census. And so they ended up in Bethlehem, and it says that Mary gave birth, and that the inn was full, of course, and that Jesus was swaddled and laid in a manger. And so I don't know why I always looked at manger as like the barn. Like, I don't know, I feel like it was kind of positioned that way, like that the manger was actually a barn. But when I actually looked up manger, I don't know what it was, but something told me to really look up manger. And manger in the Greek comes from a word patiomai, and patiomai means to eat. It's where we get our English word now, plate. So whenever Jesus was placed in the manger, because the manger is not the barn, the manger was actually the trough that was used for the food for the animals, and it's crib shaped, right? So they used it as a crib for him, but it's the trough that the food would go in to feed all the animals that would have been in the barn. And so he was laid in a manger as provision. He was born, and it was being written even there prophetically and through the Spirit that Jesus was being brought forth as provision for mankind. Now, on top of that, when you even look at the fact that they end up in Bethlehem, Bethlehem is where all the sacrificial lambs are born and groomed, right? And raised. So for Jesus to end up in Bethlehem, woo! The place where all the sacrificial lambs are born. All the sacred lambs. These are the sacred lambs. Jesus is born as the ultimate sacred lamb, the ultimate sacrifice, right? And he's laid in a manger as our provision. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? He was the sacrifice, and he was laid in a trough to be where food is eaten. He's the sacrifice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Bible geek. I don't know. Like, that's so good to me. That's so good to me.